Today we have a masterclass in taking real physics, sprinkling in some 19th century plasma physics, and making the claim that modern science is just a complete conspiracy. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Heinrich, the real nuclear physicist. Today we are taking a look at one of Gaia.com's videos regarding the electric universe. Proof beyond theory.
All around the world, archaeologists have discovered that ancient monuments that have stood the test of time align with the sun. This worldly worship of the sun was important to the ancient people. But why? What significance did our current sun play in the lives of the ancients? And how can their documentation of a sun god lead to a better understanding of the universe we live in today?
Ancient people worshipped the sun. Why? Because it kept them warm. It gave them light. It made their crops grow. And last but not the least, it was literally the brightest thing in the sky. You don't need a PhD in plasma physics to figure out that the big warm sky orb dictates the seasons. Equating a sundial at Stonehenge to the knowledge of galactic electromagnetism is like saying the people who invented the wheel understood the mechanics of a Ferrari.
In 2008, NASA launched its Interstellar Boundary Explorer, or IBEX. This satellite uses energetic neutral atoms to image the interaction region between the solar system and interstellar space. A thin slice or ribbon of energy and particles were discovered in the heliosphere. According to Wallace Thornhill, this is proof of the electric universe theory.
So the IBEX ribbon baffled scientists, proving we have an electric universe. NASA's IBEX did find a ribbon of energetic neutral atoms, and it did surprise scientists, because that is how science works. We built probes to go to places we've never been to find stuff that we don't know of yet. However, it is not a galactic extension cord. The ribbon is formed by solar wind particles flowing out and hitting the interstellar magnetic field, becoming neutralized and bouncing straight back at us. It is essentially an interstellar echo and not an electrical socket.
The sun gets its power, like all of the rest of the stars in the galaxy, from the electric currents flowing along the spiral arms and into the center. It's part of Alfvén's circuit, and as such, it collects electrical energy from one of these Birkeland current filaments, which must surround the solar system. The evidence for this has been found recently with the IBEX mission, which found there's a ring of bright spots out well beyond the heliosphere. So our connection to the galaxy has been discovered, but it's not understood.
So the sun is powered externally by galactic electricity. Let that sink in for a moment. This is the electric universe's fatal flaw, and debunking it requires literally one word, and that is neutrinos. Inside the sun's core, under immense gravitational pressure, hydrogen atoms get smashed together to form helium. This is called nuclear fusion. This reaction releases a very specific byproduct called a neutrino. We have massive detectors here on Earth that captures these neutrinos to the exact amount predicted by our solar model. If the sun was just a giant light bulb powered by some external electricity source, it would not produce these neutrinos at all.
Now, the pinch effect is one which allows the electric current to draw inwards surrounding material, and it does it far more effectively than gravity. And because it's doing it along a line and not from a point, gravity always operates from a point source of mass, it collects material very well. It's an extremely good kind of vacuum cleaner, if you like, in space. And all the material needed to make stars and planets are drawn together along this filament.
So gravity is too weak, so stars have to form by electric pinches. Electromagnetism is a lot stronger than gravity at the molecular level. Space plasma is quasi-neutral, which means it roughly has the same number of positive ions as there are electrons. On a large scale, these charges cancel each other out, making the net electromagnetic force nearly zero. Gravity, however, is strictly attractive, and it never cancels out. Over vast distances, gravity is by far the heavyweight champion that collapses these molecular clouds into stars.
Our sun was formed along one of these filaments, and as it turns out, because they're twin filaments, it's usually a pair of stars at the same time, and the two of them are rotating around one another. Now, the sun may have been one of these single stars, because it's known by astronomers that binary stars are present in remarkable numbers. And it's always been a puzzle. Why is this so? Why are stars found in so many pairs instead of single stars?
Binary stars are proof of twin filaments. Stars frequently form in pairs because of the conservation of angular momentum. When a massive molecular cloud collapses under gravity, it starts to spin. As it shrinks, it spins faster. To prevent itself from spinning apart, the cloud splits itself into two or more fragments that spins around their common center of gravity. This is basic Newtonian mechanics. No electric lasso required.
But if the rope is taut, which is the electric force, you give a tug on this and the person at the other end feels it immediately. That's the difference. And the universe is connected by this direct force. This is like we're all connected by invisible strings. This is the answer to the puzzle of quantum entanglement. How can you separate two particles by hundreds of kilometres and you flip one and the other one instantly knows to flip? The system has to be in balance.
Quantum entanglement is just invisible electric strings. This completely ignores Bell's theorem, which physicists have used to definitively rule out any hidden variable theories, such as invisible ropes connecting these particles. Furthermore, electromagnetic forces propagate at the speed of light in a vacuum, whereas quantum entanglement occurs instantaneously, violating the local speed limit of electromagnetism. You can't explain quantum mechanics by slapping a 19th century electrical wire onto it. The electric universe theory relies on a brilliant rhetorical trick. Point to real, highly complex plasma dynamics in space, and leap, and I do emphasize leap, to the conclusion that gravity isn't real and Einstein was wrong. Plasma is incredibly important in astrophysics, but it does not replace gravity, fusion, or relativity. The universe is electric, yes, but it is also gravitational, nuclear, and quantum. We don't have to throw out the whole textbook just because static electricity is cool. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and comment down below if you have anything else you think I should have a look at. There's also a form down in the description where you can fill out with a video link and I'll have a look at them there. A huge thank you to my YouTube members and Patreon supporters for supporting this channel. If you want to join, links are down in the description. As always, I'm Heinrich, the real nuclear physicist, and I'll see you next time.